Thank you for joining FMBC Moody in celebrating Women's History Month. This week, we will be celebrating phenomenal women in the business industry. The first person we will be spotlighting is Sarah Breedlove, who later would come to be known as Madam C.J. Walker. She was born on December 23, 1867, on the same Louisiana plantation where her parents had been enslaved before the end of the Civil War. The child of sharecroppers transformed herself from an uneducated farm laborer into one of the 20th century's most successful self-made women entrepreneurs. Orphaned at age 7, she often said, "I got my start by giving myself a start." She and her older sister survived by working in the cotton fields in nearby Vicksburg, Mississippi. At 14, she married Moses McWilliams to escape her cruel brother-in-law. Her only daughter, Leela, was born on June 6, 1885. When her husband died 2 years later, she moved to St. Louis to join her 4 brothers who had established themselves as barbers. Working for as little as $1.50 a day, she managed to save enough money to educate her daughter in the city's public school system. Friendships with other Black women who were members of St. Paul AME Church and the National Association of Colored Women exposed her to a new way of viewing the world. During the 1890s, Sarah began to suffer from a scalp ailment that caused her to lose most of her hair. She consulted with her brothers for advice and also experimented with many homemade remedies and store-bought products, including those made by Annie Malone, another Black woman entrepreneur. In 1905, Sarah moved to Denver as a sales agent for Malone, then married her third husband, Charles Joseph Walker, a St. Louis newspaperman. After changing her name to Madam C.J. Walker, she founded her own business and began selling Madam Walker's Wonderful Hair Grower, a scalp conditioning and healing formula which she claimed to have been revealed to her in a dream. Madam Walker, by the way, did not invent the straightening comb or chemical perms, although many people incorrectly believe that to be true. To promote her products, the new Madam C.J. Walker traveled for a year and a half throughout the heavily Black South and Southeast, selling her products door to door, demonstrating her scalp treatment in churches and lodges, and devising sales and marketing strategies. In 1908, she temporarily moved her base to Pittsburgh, where she opened Leela's College to train Walker hair cultivists. By early 1910, she had settled in Indianapolis, then the nation's manufacturing center at the time, which was the biggest. She there built a factory, hair and manicure salon, and another training school. Less than a year after her arrival, Walker grabbed national headlines in the Black press when she contributed $1,000 to the building fund of the colored YMCA in Indianapolis. In 1913, while Walker traveled to Central America and the Caribbean to expand her business, her daughter Leela moved into a fabulous new Harlem townhouse and Walker salon designed by a Black artist, Verna Tandy. Walker herself moved to New York in 1916, leaving the day-to-day operations of the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company in Indianapolis to Ransom and Alice Kelly, her factory forelady and a former school teacher. She continued to oversee the business and to work in the New York office. Once in Harlem, she quickly became involved in Harlem's social and political life, taking special interest in the NAACP's anti-lynching movement, to which she contributed $5,000. In July 1917, when a white mob murdered more than 36 blacks in East St. Louis, Illinois, Walker joined a group of Harlem leaders who visited the White House to present a petition advocating federal anti-lynching legislation. As her business continued to grow, Walker organized her agents into local and state clubs. Her Madam C.J. Walker Hair Colorist Union of America convention in Philadelphia in 1917 must have been one of the first national meetings of businesswomen in the country. Walker used the gathering not only to reward her agents for their business success, but to encourage their political activism as well. This is the greatest country under the sun, she told them, but we must not let our love of country, our patriot loyalty, cause us to abate one whit in our protest against wrong and injustice. We should protest until the American sense of justice is so aroused that such affairs as the East St. Louis riot will be forever impossible. By the time she died at her estate in New York, she had helped create the role of the 20th century self-made American businesswoman, established herself as a pioneer of the modern black hair care and cosmetic industry, and set standards in the African American community for corporate and community giving. Tenacity and perseverance, faith in herself and in God, quality products, and honest business dealings were the elements and strategies she prescribed for aspiring entrepreneurs who requested the secret to her rags to riches story. There is no royal flower path. There is no royal flower path to success, she once commented. Tenacity and perseverance, faith in herself and in God, quality products, and honest business dealings were the elements and strategies she prescribed for aspiring entrepreneurs who requested the secret to her rags to riches story. There is no royal flower stream path to success, she once commented. And if there is, I have not found it, for I have accomplished anything in life, it is because of my willing to work hard. American television host, actress, producer, philanthropist. Oprah Gail Winfrey was born January 29, 1954, in Mississippi. After a troubled adolescence in a small farming community, where she was sexually abused by a number of male relatives and friends of her mother, Vernita, she moved to Nashville to live with her father, Vernon, a barber and a businessman. She entered Tennessee State University in 1971 and began working in radio and television broadcasting in Nashville. In 1976, Winfrey moved to Baltimore, where she hosted the TV chat show People Are Talking. The show became a hit, and Winfrey stayed with it for 8 years, after which she was recruited by a Chicago TV station to host her own morning show, AM Chicago. Her major competitor in the time slot was Phil Donahue. Within several months, Winfrey's open, warm-hearted personal style had won her 100,000 more viewers than Donahue and had taken her show from last place to first place in the ratings. Her success led to national fame and a role in the 1985 film The Color Purple, for which she was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Winfrey launched the Oprah Winfrey Show in 1986 as a national syndicated program. With its placement in 120 channels and an audience of 10 million people, the show grossed $125 million by the end of the first year, of which Winfrey received $30 million. She soon gained ownership of the program from ABC, drawing it under the control of her new production company, Harpo Productions, which is Oprah spelled backwards, and making more and more money from syndication. In 1994, with talk shows becoming increasingly trashy, Winfrey pledged to keep her show free of tabloid topics. Although ratings initially fell, she earned the respect of her viewers and was soon rewarded with an upsurge in popularity. Her projects with Harpo have included the highly rated 1989 TV miniseries, The Women of Brewster's Place, which she also starred in. Winfrey also signed a multi-picture contract with Disney, with the initial project being in 1998, Beloved. The media giant contributed immensely to the publishing world by launching her Oprah's Book Club as part of her talk show. The program propelled many unknown authors to the top of the bestsellers list and gave pleasure reading a new kind of popular prominence. With the debut in 1999 of Oxygen Media, a company she founded that is dedicated to producing cable and internet programming for women, Winfrey ensured her place in the forefront of the media industry and as one of the most powerful and wealthy women in show business. In 2002, she concluded a deal with the network to air a primetime complement to her syndicated talk show. Her highly successful monthly O, the Oprah magazine, debuted in 2000, and in 2004 she signed a new contract to continue the Oprah Winfrey Show through the 2010-11 season. In 2009, Winfrey announced that she would be ending her program when her current contract with ABC ended. Winfrey moved to the Oprah Winfrey Network, a joint venture with Discovery Communications. The show is currently seen on 212 U.S. stations and in more than 100 countries worldwide. According to Forbes magazine, Oprah was the richest African American of the 20th century and the world's only black billionaire for 3 years running. Life magazine hailed her as the most influential woman of her generation. In 2005, Businessweek named her the greatest black philanthropist in American history. Oprah's Angel Network has raised more than $51 million for charitable programs, including girls' education in South Africa and relief to the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Winfrey is a dedicated activist for children's rights. In 1994, President Clinton signed a bill into law that Winfrey proposed to Congress, creating a nationwide database of convicted child abusers. She founded the Family for Better Lives Foundation and also contributes to her alma mater, Tennessee State University. In September 2002, Oprah was named the first recipient of the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Bob Hope Humanitarian Award. Winfrey campaigned for Democratic presidential hopeful Barack Obama in December 2007, attracting the largest crowds of the primary season to that point. Winfrey joined Obama for a series of rallies in the early primary caucus states of Ohio, New Hampshire, and South Carolina. It was the first time Winfrey had ever campaigned for a political candidate. The largest event was at the University of South Carolina football stadium, where 29,000 supporters attended a rally that had been switched from an 18,000-seat basketball arena to satisfy public demand. Dr. Martin Luther King dreamed the dream. But we don't have to just dream the dream anymore, Oprah told the crowd. We get to vote that dream into reality by supporting a man who knows not just who we are, but who we can be. The power of Winfrey's political endorsement was unclear. However, Obama did win Ohio and South Carolina. The Oprah Winfrey Show ended on September 9, 2011, but Oprah still partakes in the rapidly shifting and converging media field through the Oprah Winfrey Network OWN, which launched on January 1st, 2011. This has been our Women's Spotlight of the Week. Thank you for celebrating with us this year. And women, let's remember to continue to make history every day. Until next time, take care.